Introducing first, fighting out the Downing
You know, by the sounds of it, the winner of this gets a title shot.
And each one of them's only had one loss, so it makes sense that it's headed that direction.
I do remember Nolan's losses to someone extremely good. I believe he's a pro now. Give me just a second, I'll be able to tell you who it is. Nolan's sole loss, 𝐿𝐸𝐭 𝐒𝐨𝐫𝐭 is one of Jens Pulver's guys. I believe he's a national champion wrestler.
Okay.
Two-time national champion wrestler. Extremely tough. I've seen 𝐸𝐸𝐭 fight a couple times. There's no shame in a loss to him. There's really not.
Big Fitz is back in the middle.
Look at the size difference in these two. Nice lead kick by Nolan.
Nolan, use your jab.
A little bit of the size difference. He does end up getting him down.
He does get the takedown.
Usually the taller, lanky guys, it's a little bit tougher. But
right, it's going to be a little bit tougher to defend those takedowns.
Early, there's not much sweat. The adrenaline's pumping.
Right.
A pretty nice elbow.
He's doing a good job of holding him in side control right now.
And there was space
and he's
there.
mounted. And Nolan rolls right through. Oh, we got to guillotine it. But nice pass. Nice pass by Morrow to
There's about 3 or 4 really bad things that could happen to either one of them. And to their credit, each of them got out of each one.
Got Nolan back to full guard, which is a tough place to be when you're the shorter fighters. It's so tough to be in a taller guy like Nolan's guard. He's got so many tools. He's got so much length and leverage. It's a tough spot, but he's doing a good job of staying safe. He's kind of trying to keep squared up. He's not getting his posture yet, but he's doing a good job thus far.
He's bringing the legs up a little bit higher.
Looks like Nolan has the overhook on his left arm. Right arm, excuse me.
Good job. Let's think armbar too here.
And there comes the short armbar there.
Yep.
Oh,
good job
nice
defending.
job slipping out.
And the sweep.
I'd be surprised if you were able to finish this round. Yeah, I didn't think
And the
that he really
pass.
had it.
There's a lot going on right now by these two. Nolan goes right to mount. Walks his knees up. Big punches by Nolan. He was getting a little high there, though. If I was Nate, I'd sneak out the back. And he loses it. Looks like Nolan has, he's working for a triangle there. Big punches by Nate. Nolan's working the sweep and the up kicks. These guys are getting busy.
Yeah, these guys are getting after it. For
They're
amateur
working,
fighters,
working.
20 years ago, some of these things weren't done. These guys are trying.
We got a triangle right here by Nolan. Can he finish it before the bell?
He's right
Is he going to finish it?
It's right up against the cage. If he switches to the armbar.
He's switching it. Oh, super close.
Time is your friend or your enemy.
It is. That is very true.
And that was one for Nate, and for Nolan it was the other. It was pretty technical first round.
It was extreme. Very much a grappling match. There wasn't a whole lot of striking going on right there. We can see Sean P-Town Wilson right here on the screen.
Best
back there keeping time.
Best looking man of Papillion.
Look at right there, right behind Nolan.
Right there, the man, the myth, the legend.
The legend.
He's a legend.
The legend.
It's, you know.
Now he figured out we're talking about it.
There were rumors of his demise multiple times, but he too is Irish. So
another Irish guy.
They're like cats. They have 9 lives.
Okay.
So he's alive and well. He's sitting next to us here.
He is.
At the DC.
And he's Irish.
And he's Irish.
And he's Irish.
And he's Irish.
It looks like both guys are in pretty good shape.
Doesn't look like anybody's any worse for the wear.
They both look like their wind is good.
You know, I'm interested to see if they're going to come out and adjust to try to stand up against.
You know, they were both in dangerous situations, so I don't know if they're going to decide to, you know, kind of go the other direction.
I'm happy if round 2 is just like round 1. I was excited to see the reversals and the escapes, and it was a good catch. He could have been a lot meaner about that slam.
He could have been. He could have been. I think it's tough with someone. Nice up kick by.
Right to the face.
Nice up kick. Got the high guard.
It's hard to say if he was dazed or maybe kind of.
Oh, he's cut. Oh, he's bleeding. Someone's bleeding.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was from one of those elbows or if it was from that up kick. We have a lot of blood. We got a lot of blood.
You know, the ref's trying to take a look and see where.
Yeah, he's trying to see where that cut's coming from. I can't.
Every time he does,
we can't tell either.
Morrow starts hiding his face.
I don't think that's an accident.
Right.
Nolan was throwing some.
He obviously he don't want this fight stopped. I don't know, something silly like a cut.
I don't know if Nolan was throwing some elbows from the bottom. He's doing a good job. It looks. If you look, Nolan has a body triangle. It was up around.
Right up under the pits.
Right up under Nate's armpits, right up under his shoulders. You know, for you have to be extremely long leg to be able to do that.
You get up to heavyweight like me, you're lucky if you can close a triangle around the other guy's legs. So for me, that's ultra impressive. It's almost like it's CGI or something.
Nolan's staying pretty busy from the bottom. You know, this is one of those things where he's kind of getting laid in parade. You know, this is one of those situations you could win a round from the bottom.
Oh, absolutely. If you look at damage, you know, octagon control, he's obviously happy being here, trying to look for the triangle or the armbar. And the damage that he's done from the bottom, either from the up kick or the stuff that's happened since, it's on both fighters' faces. You see blood everywhere.
Oh, right here, we got another triangle locked up by Nolan. And he pulls right back out.
There's a lot of blood and sweat.
You know, it makes it extremely slippery.
Side control to knee on belly. Almost the mount. Now Nate's giving out a little retribution.
He
30
is.
seconds left. He's throwing elbows, and Nolan was kind of caught up against that cage there. He spun back out, which was good for him. He was kind of caught in a little bit of a jam there.
He's got that body triangle locked up again. You know, that's good to stay safe. It's good to control your opponent, but it's really bad for trying to be offensive.
Going down to round number 3 in this amateur middleweight contest. Once again, this fight is brought to you by BB Roofing. We nail it every time. BB Roofing, proud sponsor of Dynasty Combat Sports.
Submit him or get up. Don't fucking hang out there.
I don't know about you, but I like this fight.
This has been a great fight.
You got technical, you got blood, you got escapes, you got strikes from the bottom, you got strikes standing. So I'm impressed with this fight so far.
It's been a great fight.
Amateur fighters, that's the thing that gets me.
It's crazy. Looks like the doctor's taking a look at this cut.
Unfortunately, you don't want that fight stopped because of the cut. You can hide it a lot when the ref's trying to look. You can hide it in your opponent's chest or under your arm, but
in between rounds, you can't hide that. It looks like a pretty bad cut, though.
Doc's letting it go on. Big Fitz had him take a look. Doc's satisfied that it's okay for now.
Looks like both these guys are. Nolan needs to do a better job of kind of working his distance.
It was kind of an easy takedown. I don't know if it was because Nolan might have been taking that right hand and aiming for that cut, perhaps.
Yeah.
And took his eye off the prize. Side control, and I don't think that Nolan can stay in this position.
No,
very
he can't.
long. He's gonna have
He
to
may
do
be looking to
something
take the
get
back here.
It looks
It's
like
like Nolan's trying to take his back here. You know, it's going to be a tough spot. You know, I think in the judges' eyes, Nolan's losing this position right now. You know, Nate's doing a good job of staying safe. He's working.
We're in round 3, about halfway through the middle of round 3. And it's going to depend on the judges. Nolan was on his back. Nate took the damage last round. So sometimes it depends on which judge we're talking about.
Right.
Of which way they're
Depends on what they're
with
looking
it.
for.
That's why I like to see the just straight knockout or tap out submission finishes. Because there's no doubt who won. When it's left to the judges, there's always a doubt.
It's like Nolan's fished for that triangle again. You just can't. He can't get wrist control. It's like Nolan got looking for the sweep. He's going for a foot lock.
There's only 45 seconds left. A good knee to the body.
Good knee to the body by Nate. He's still working.
And Obi and everybody over in this corner just imploring him, keep busy, keep busy, keep busy.
Don't get stand up. Don't get stood up.
Because it's an easy way to win the fight.
We got another
baby.
triangle attempt here with the arm bar. You're going to pull it in the last minute, or last 20 seconds, I suppose.
And sometimes that short arm bar, it can be a really quick tap or a really
It
quick
could
break.
be.
He's got 10 seconds to win it. I don't know if he's going to have enough time.
I don't think he's going to.
At this point, the kid appears tough enough. We'll probably have to
He'll
break.
probably just go to sleep or before he's going to tap.
That was a good fight.
That was a great fight. Great jiu-jitsu battle.
We're going to the judges' scorecards.
Tough spot. It may have been taken 29-28 in that last round by Nate. And as always, we wait for the judges and their wisdom.
Have we had any finishes?
We had one.
We did. We had Jordan Brooks finish Daryl Holtis.
Yep.
I think every other fight.
We had the gal who didn't come out for the third round.
Oh, that's right.
Which
That's right.
I don't blame her.
That's right. That's right. It's been a night of close fights.
Anytime you get splits, 29-28, sometimes there might be 10% difference.